Hello guys, welcome to Technomeals. In this video, we are going to unbox a product which is little bit different from any other product. It's a L bracket which help us to mount a camera vertically in a tripod as well as in a gimbal if it has enough clearance to mount the camera. Talking about unboxing, this product is a generic one, so it lacks a box with a branding, but it has pricing and the product name. Even though the box is without branding, actually the packing is so good. Inside the box we have two CNC carved base plates, and actually they are the parts of L bracket. And talking about quality, both the plates feel steady on hands, and the CNC finish gives the premium look as well as feels so smooth in hands. Next to that we have a package. It has two Allen keys along with some screws which help us to fix the L bracket. Now let's see how to fix these two base plates and convert them into a L bracket. Now by using the screws and Allen key which are provided with the product to screw both the plates together. Please be cautious with the holes in the small base plate because the screw has to be completely inside the small base plate without projecting outside. And the last step, we have to remove these two screws using an Allen key because these two screws are projecting outside the base plate. So we have to remove it in order to get a flat surface. Now we can mount a camera to this L bracket using the 1/4 inch screw which is already available in the L bracket. Also the screw has a ring which help us to tighten or loosen the screw easily to the camera, and the camera is now ready for action. And now let's see how we can mount and balance a camera vertically in a gimbal. In our case we are using Weebill-S. At first, as usual, we have to mount the camera with the base plate that provided with the gimbal. To balance the camera vertically, make sure the lens is near to the base plate, not on the opposite side. So we can able to balance the gimbal with the ease of work, and also mount the camera to the end of the base plate. After mounting the camera to the base plate, we can fix the camera to the gimbal and balance it. If you are using the gimbal before, you may know how to balance it. And if you are a person you don't know how to balance it and you are new to this gimbal, you may continue this video. First we have to unlock the lever on the left side and slide the base plate on its place. You may have noticed that the gimbal is stiff on its position because I am using the axis locks. And now we can unlock the tilt axis lock and balance the camera to the tilt axis. To balance the camera, we have to unlock the left side lever to move the camera front and back. If the camera falls back, you have to move the camera towards the front. If the camera falls on the front side, you have to move the camera to the back side. After a certain point, we have to do micro adjustment to achieve the balance. Once the axis is balanced, the camera can be positioned on any angle in that particular axis. After balancing, lock the lever on the left side. As the tilt axis have two adjustments to achieve the balance, and we have done the first step. And the second step is to unlock the knob on the front side so that the camera can be moved up and down. We have to adjust this for two cases to achieve enough clearance for the camera to move on this axis and also for achieving the balance on the tilt axis. Same like the lower part, we have to move this front and back to achieve the balance. To balance on this particular axis, we have to make the camera point upwards and stay on that position. Once you completed this step, the camera can be positioned in any direction in this particular axis. And now we can move to the next axis, which is roll axis. First, we have to unlock the axis lock and make the gimbal to stay still on this particular axis without falling on left or right. For that, we have to unlock this lever which present behind the base plate. Once we unlock the lever, we can able to move the camera left or right. As like a weight in a balance scale, we have to balance the weight on each side by moving the camera to the left to increase the weight on left side, or to the right side to achieve the balance and make the camera to stay still on that particular axis. Once the camera is balanced, we have to lock the lever on the back side to make the camera to be on that exact position. If the camera is balanced in the roll axis, same as tilt axis, the camera can be positioned in any angle. Now it's time to balance the pan axis. Most of the gimbal users skip balancing the pan axis, but we have to balance the pan axis because it's essential for vortex mode as well as the underslung mode, which means low angle shots. To balance the pan axis, we have to loosen the knob near to the pan axis on its left side so that we can able to move the movable arm front and back. There is a technique to know whether the pan axis is on balance or not. To know that, place the gimbal on a flat surface and tilt towards the right side. While tilting, if the pan axis arm rotates on anti-clockwise direction, you have to push the arm to the front side. On the other hand, if the arm rotates on clockwise direction, you have to pull the arm backward. Once the pan axis is balanced correctly, like other two axes, the pan axis arm also stays still even if you tilt the gimbal. Balanced. Once the gimbal is perfectly balanced, we can turn on the gimbal and use it. And also, VBLS provides enough clearance for this camera configuration. As you can see, the roll axis motor is not hitting the camera and has enough clearance so that we can use any mode in the gimbal without any issues. And if you like to buy this L bracket, as always, the link is in description. You guys can check it out. Alright guys, we are at the end of the video. If you found something useful in this video, drop a like below and catch you guys in the next video.